Good morning, folks. I'm coming to you today from the kitchen because it's raining outside. Well, it's not actually raining, but it is thundering and looks like it could rain before I finish today's broadcast. Today's message is one that I've been promising for a while. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about gun control. And this CP Cowboy, he's got some real simple views on gun control. Gun control is being able to hit your target. Now, there's lots of folks nowadays trying to take away our rights, including the right to own a gun. First off, let me say this. When the Second Amendment was written, the guns they were talking about was the Brown Bess musket. Now, the Brown Bess musket was used not only by civilians, but also by the military. So this talk about civilians aren't supposed to have military-style weapons, that's a bunch of garbage. Now, the AR-15, a lot of people don't know that stands for Armalite-15, not assault rifle, as the liberals would have you believe. Now, here I want to get into a couple of simple terms. The liberals like what they call PC, politically correct. What is politically correct, you ask? I'll tell you. Politically correct is anything that the left wants to discuss that's bad, they put a pretty label on it. For example, the label pro-choice. That sounds real good, doesn't it? Well, it's not. Because all pro-choice means that you support abortion. Abortion is murder. Now, the other side of the argument calls himself pro-life. That's an accurate statement. So, by that same token, to be totally accurate, if you're pro-choice, you're really pro-murder. You know, more people are killed by abortion than have been killed by handguns, rifles, and shotguns. You can Google that fact if you want to, but I'll tell you for sure it's the truth. And not only that, but there have been more people killed by gun violence when the guns were held by Democrats than there are when they're held by Republicans. So what we have is not a gun problem. What we have is a mental health problem. And as I've said before and will say again, the Democrats are a mental health issue. Just waiting to happen. You would have to be crazy to vote for a group that want to take away your rights. Recently, Donald Trump has done a lot of good things for this country in terms of giving us tax cuts. Well, the Democrats are so against Donald Trump that they want to increase our taxes. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if somebody's going to give me money back and somebody else wants to take the money away from me, I'm sure going to go with the man that wants to give me some money. Show me the money. But today's topic, of course, is gun control. Now, I've got several guns myself. I know a lot of other people that have guns. And I've kind of done a quiet little survey asking some of the people that I know are gun owners. And all of them have said the same thing I've said. My gun has never shot anybody. In fact, Ted Kennedy. How many of y'all remember Senator Ted? The Democrat from Massachusetts. Ted Kennedy's car has killed more people than my guns have. Remember Chappaquiddick? Marianne Kopechne? Well, not only did his car kill her, but somehow or other his car kept him from being able to call for help that might have saved her. So you see, cars are a lot more evil than guns, especially if they're in the hands of Democrats. Well, Democrats, cars or guns are dangerous. So what we need to do, folks, is round up all the Democrats, take them out to California, take away all the guns from people in California, and then we'll have a much safer world. Oh, and by the way, we need to extend the wall that Trump's building up along California's eastern border, the border between California and Arizona, and then we need to bring it all the way on up to the Canadian border. That puts California, Oregon, and Washington State on the outside of that wall. And then, just for grins, to get Mexico to help pay for that wall, all we got to do is say, hey, you pay for this wall, we'll give you California, Oregon, and Washington State. Now that'd be a win-win situation. They have to take our liberals side. I hope that by now, when I posted that I was going to be talking on gun control, I had somebody ask me, for or against? Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm for gun control 100%. Because if you can't hit your target, you ain't got no business carrying a gun. So, gun control to me is all about hitting your target. If you can't do that, don't have a gun. The other day I heard about a 14-year-old young man who took his own life with his father's gun. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on it, but it was somebody on MeWe that told about it. I feel sorry for that family. I've prayed for them. But the thing is that if the father had kept a little better control on his gun and kept it away from his son, that kid would still be alive. But was the gun at fault? No. The father was. When people are killed in an auto accident, nobody blames the car. They blame the driver. I'm just asking for the same consideration for gun violence. Don't blame the gun. Blame the hand that's holding it. Because like I said, over my life, I've had probably at least 200 guns. And you know what? None of them have ever killed anybody. Maybe I've just been getting the wrong kind of guns. Can somebody out there tell me where I can get one of these guns that's got a mind of its own that goes out killing people? Because if you can, I'd sure like to know about it. And if you can't, ask some of your liberal friends. Ask them where I can find one of these guns that kills people that's not owned by a Democrat. Because I can give you several examples of guns owned by Democrats that have killed people. NRA members who have killed people. 0. Democrats who have killed people. Son, I can't count that high. I ain't got the 10 fingers and 10 toes. Anyhow, and I'm just talking about in the last year. I can't count that high. Anyhow, when the folks down there at Florida school, they'd come out real big on, we want gun control to keep us safe. Chicago's got gun control. Washington, D.C.'s got gun control. Detroit's got gun control. Los Angeles has gun control. I bet you, if you were to compare the murder rates in those cities to the murder rates in Florida, you'd find that those gun control cities have a lot more murders. Why do you reckon that is? I think it's because it ain't the gun. It's the people holding the gun. So here's the thing. Gun control doesn't work. Human control works. If somebody kills somebody with a gun, and it's a known fact that they killed, they should immediately be taken out and executed. Preferably by firing squad. Now I know some of you folks are going to say, well, that's cruel. It's no more cruel than what they did. And I figure if they gonna be cruel to others, hey, give them a taste of their own medicine. Well, that's all for this episode of the Patriotic Christian Cowboy. Until next time, may your horse never stumble, may your cinch never break, may your belly never grumble, and may your heart never ache. This here's the PC Cowboy signing off. Yeehaw!